Many of the holes at Royal Liverpool have had something done to them, but perhaps we could zone in on just a few. The first hole, that is the first for the championship, the 17th for the members, I think has become now probably the hardest opening hole on the open rota. The left-hand side of the fairway in the rough there, the ground has been broken, it's not somewhere you want to hook a drive, and the green has been reshaped. It has a new bunkering arrangement and swales around it, so it's really quite a tough target, often into the wind, and I think that's going to be a very hard opening hole. I think it's perhaps going to be the hardest hole in the whole championship. Another subtle change we've made is actually to the approach at the third hole, where the swale in front of the green has been extended to the right, covering half of the green, so the iron shot that you need to play to approach it, especially with the outer bound on the right, now needs to be much more precise than it was in 2006.
Adding length to the layout has been kept to a minimum for this year's championship. The course is only 50 yards longer than in 2006, and the greatest single increase of 30 yards is on the par 4 7th hole, which now measures a formidable 480 yards.
The 9th hole, very famous par 3 in the history of the game. The green has been reconfigured there, reshaped, with swales added, bunkering reshaped, and in some cases heightened to avoid a flooding area that was prevalent in heavy rain. There's now a very demanding long par 3. It requires a really precise long iron shot to hold that green. And we've made, I think, quite an interesting change on the 11th hole by removing a bunker on the left-hand side and replacing it with a swale with a rather steep bank. And players, I think, will be wondering whether to lob it from there or try to putt it or run it up the bank. And against a front left hole location, that's going to be quite a hazard. So a very subtle change on the 11th.
So, with some subtle changes in place, the world's best golfers are set to face a stiff challenge at Royal Liverpool in the 143rd Open Championship.